we'll have bleachers along this side, and then there'll be bleachers where the doors aren't, in those areas along the wall also. So this is the gymnasium. They just started putting the decking on today. They got quite a bit done today. Throughout the you have this blocking. And all of them, they have these A35 clips on top. So the school is built overbuilt. You can't say overbuilt because this is we don't want it shaking and coming down in an earthquake or any of those. But they're put together very, very rigid. You have that's one of the reasons why the cost of building a school is it doesn't take long to frame the walls, but all of the blocking and all that is very detailed work. And if you notice, the construction is very precise. It's not like residential where there could be 3/8" gaps on the blocking and things. All this stuff is cut. It's very tight joints, and then they put in these A35s, which are for strength, shear strength.
Sports, we have baseball and softball, and track has their last league meet against Cal City soon, and then CI prelims, and then STAR testing is next week, as everybody knows, and AP tests are in May, May 15th around then. And we have May Madness for juniors. It's like, well, it's for everybody, but juniors put it on, and it's a long lunch schedule the whole week and fun activities like that.
We spent our time over at the district office in the boardroom conducting the RIF hearing, which is the hearing that our employees have to contest any of the layoffs that have been taken place by the district. This is the third year in a row that we've gone through the RIF hearing. Not an enjoyable process, other than the fact that it is a little bit enjoyable to watch our attorneys rake Mr. Johnson over the coals. But in all honesty, he does an excellent job representing the district. I don't know what the final outcome will be, but quite honestly, what our attorneys are telling us, and my expectations, is that the layoffs by the district will probably be upheld. And so we'll have to continue the process of looking at what we're going to do regarding the budget situation over the course of the next couple months, as we've been discussing for the last couple months. And that's it. Thank you very much.
Last Wednesday we had our bullying drama, and there was about 150 or 60 people, wouldn't you say? It was a really, really good turnout. Everyone seemed to be happy. I saw and talked to parents of students, of high school students, and even some elementary parents. So it wasn't just our school. So it was a really good thing.
Right now I've been working on the almighty budget thing. Working with schools, legal services, working on our vendor payments, COPs, working on the possibility of selling more bonds. There's an item that I'll be bringing to the board for review, maybe in the planning committee, on what the options are, and discuss it with the board, what the attorneys, or what our attorneys are telling us. There might be an option to sell bonds in order not to do a COP, but with anything, it comes with a price, and the price may have an effect on the entire community. We're still holding steadfast to moving on the COP. A payment was made to our architect. I'll meet with the county board next month, in a couple weeks. We'll finalize that part of our monies with the county loan.
Gentlemen, you have before you a resolution that affects 100 classified positions. If you find this resolution to be a fair and equitable solution, solution amongst all the employee groups, then by all means approve the resolution. We feel that there are certainly other viable options to help the district achieve their goal, such as charging for transportation. But we won't get into that tonight. We'll talk about that later. We have given and given and given. We've had vacant positions not filled for years. We've been trying to hold the district together with what amounts to a skeleton crew for several years now. The classified bargaining unit is certainly willing to give its fair share. If you feel this resolution is a fair share, then approve it. But we will be looking forward to sitting down at the negotiating table with the district in order to push forward and maintain the level of services that we have been accustomed to at Southern Kern Unified School District.
is this district going to realize that you have got to start cutting at the top. You have to. You cannot keep going on the backs of the students and of the classified and certificated without the administrators giving up something. I could be wrong, but like I said, I've been out there and not one person has told me that the administration has given up anything, not one thing.
The district doesn't want to eliminate anybody, but we have timelines that are set by the Ed Code for worst case scenarios. And tonight's resolution is a worst case scenario. Tomorrow, I will start setting dates to meet with the bargaining units to try to ease the number of layoffs or possibly eliminate layoffs altogether. But it has to be a process. And this is the worst case scenario. If we do not negotiate, if we cannot negotiate, people don't agree, we still have to balance a budget, or we won't be in charge of our budget or in charge of our district. Ed Code sets timelines that we have to meet, like the teachers classified, we have timelines that we have to meet if there are going to be layoffs. And that's what this resolution does. It's again, a worst case scenario that is put forth so we can meet timelines if there are layoffs, if there's reduction in hours, etc.
I believe that everybody that we laid off has been brought back and has a job with Southern Kern if they wanted it, except for administration. Administration cut a principal when we closed Hamilton Elementary School. That was not replaced. And I have to say that the classified positions in closing Hamilton, all of those people have a position. It may not be the same position they had. They may have lost pay, but we brought everybody back in a paid position. This year, administration cut an assistant principal at Tropico School. That's not on the list to be replaced.
Pat, which direction do you guys walk from the RCSD headquarters?
We usually go north up to Fellsite and then Fellsite straight down all the way down to where the Santiago Estates are.
Okay, and walk back?
And then we walk back.
And it takes an hour and a half, hour?
It usually takes about an hour. It should usually take us about an hour, yeah. But we talk and walk and solve the problems of the world while we're out.
Well, that's good. That's why we are not in worse trouble, I guess. And you have a pretty good crowd?
Yeah, we usually average anywhere from 8 to 20 people. And we take, every now and then we take a field trip. Last Friday we went to the Poppy Reserve and we did the trails up at the Poppy Reserve. We had a really nice time, and we've gone to a couple other locations to walk also. So it's a nice program to get everybody out and to meet each other, and especially the new residents.
Sure.
It's a good starting point for people.
Sure, sure. And if they want to, anybody wants to walk, do they just show up at 10 o'clock?
Just show up at 9 o'clock.
At 9 o'clock, okay.
9 o'clock. Show up at 9 o'clock here at the district office, and we take off from there.
And take off from there.
And we welcome anybody. You can bring your kids in strollers and your dogs on leashes, and we're ready to go.
The planning department is merging community development, so it will be the planning and community development department. And I'm honored to be appointed to this position. I hope to carry on the exciting development type oriented, customer service friendly department that we've always had, but we're actually going to be reorganizing so that we can be more efficient. We have I personally have 3 missions when I wake up in the morning. Generate jobs, protect county resources, and get ready for the recovery.
Okay.
And that's what I'm inspired to do when I go to work.